Welcome to a brand new explainer. Now, before we jump in and unpack today's absolutely incredible framework, I need to ask you a quick favor. Hit that subscribe button and join the Fastbook channel right now. We're completely dedicated to bringing you high-yield insights and structured learning just like this on a regular basis, so you definitely don't want to miss out. All right, got it? Let's get started.
Today, we're exploring some seriously profound philosophy drawn from the classic text The Art of Living by André Marat. You see, Marat presents this totally perspective-shifting idea. Life isn't just some random series of events governed by a ticking clock. It's actually a deliberate, artistic practice. I want you to think of your life as a completely blank canvas, just waiting for your brushstrokes. You are the artist here, and your everyday actions, well, those are the mediums you use to paint your reality.
So, here's our roadmap for composing a beautiful life today. We'll be walking through mastering the art of living, balancing emotion and reason, the art of loving, the art of working, and finally, embracing the art of aging.
First up, balancing emotion and reason.
Marat basically categorizes the things that drive us internally into two competing forces. First, you've got emotion. It's fiery, it's impulsive, and it represents this raw, chaotic passion. But in stark contrast to that, we have reason, which is highly structured, deeply analytical, and driven by, well, cold logic. Marat sharply contrasts the sometimes destructive nature of unbridled emotion with the totally sterile nature of pure logic. Because think about it, if you lean entirely into emotion, your life becomes pretty unstable, right? But if you rely solely on reason, your life just kind of loses its joy and spontaneity.
He captures this tension perfectly with this quote: "A life governed solely by passion is a storm, while one governed solely by reason is a desert." It's such a great image, isn't it? To craft a true masterpiece, we actually have to channel that stormy energy to water the desert. We absolutely need the vibrant colors of emotion to give our actions meaning, but we equally need the disciplined framework of reason to guide all that energy into a harmonious middle path.
Moving right along to our next pillar, the art of loving.
Marat defines true love in a way that honestly totally challenges the modern movie-driven narratives we're so used to. He argues that it's a deliberate, enduring commitment. It's mutual effort, which contrasts really sharply with fleeting, unpredictable infatuation. True love isn't just about that initial spark of impulsive passion, because remember, that's just the emotional storm we were just talking about. Instead, it's a profound choice that we have to wake up and consciously practice. Loving well requires real intention, a ton of patience, and shared effort to build something that actually lasts. Basically, love is a collaborative art project. You and your partner are co-creating a shared masterpiece. Sure, it demands fiery passion to kick off the connection, but it relies so heavily on the cool reason of compromise, communication, and daily discipline to keep it going year after year.
Next, let's dive into the art of working.
Marat applies this exact same deliberate, artistic philosophy to our careers. Fulfilling work doesn't just happen by accident, it requires 3 key steps. First, you have to discover your genuine purpose. Figure out what actually sparks your internal drive. Second, you've got to anchor that purpose with strict daily discipline. And third, you use that to elevate mundane, routine labor into meaningful work. Without the discipline, your purpose is just a daydream. But when you fuse passion with structure, that daily grind literally transforms into a deeply fulfilling artistic process.
Breaking down that transformation, it really comes down to a fierce dedication to your craft and actively fighting that daily inertia we all feel. It's about finding genuine joy in competence, just doing a job exceptionally well, and recognizing how your specific skills are contributing to society at large. What this tells us is that whether you're an artist, an engineer, or a teacher, approaching your work with deliberate dedication turns your career into a massive, satisfying pillar of a well-lived life. Which brings us to our final phase, embracing the art of aging.
Over the span of a lifetime, our priorities naturally and quite beautifully evolve. Youth is all about discovery and the fiery passion of emotion. Then, midlife brings this vital shift toward discipline, reason, and the structured building of our careers and families. And finally, we ripen into our elder years, an era entirely dedicated to wisdom, quiet observation, and deep reflection. Every single stage is just another necessary, beautiful layer of paint on the canvas.
Aging, from this perspective, is never a decline. It's definitely not something to be feared or fought against. It's actually the delicate finishing touches being applied to your masterpiece. But to pull that off, it requires a graceful acceptance of time. Fighting time is like an artist fighting their own paint.
To finish the work beautifully, you just have to embrace the changing textures, the deepening shadows, and all those rich new colors that the elder years bring.
So, as we step back and look at the whole picture of my Roy's Guide to Loving, Working, and Aging, I want to leave you with one final thought to carry with you. What kind of masterpiece will your life be? If every choice you make is a brushstroke, and you're the one holding the brush, how are you blending passion and reason today? Thank you so much for hanging out with me in this explainer. Don't forget to subscribe to Fastbook, keep learning, keep designing your life with intention, and I'll see you next time.